Hi, welcome to this week's tutorial. This week I'm going to show you a cloud or a sky effect that I've really found that comes in handy quite often. So let's jump right into the file here. You'll see that I have a background layer and I have a layer set. I'm going to hold off on explaining these for just a moment. You'll see how they come into play in a second. What I am going to do is create a new layer on top of the background layer. I'm going to switch over to my channels palette. I'm going to create a new channel also. And I'm going to press D to set my foreground and background colors to their defaults. After that, I'm going to choose Filter, Render, Clouds. This is going to produce a white and black cloud texture based on my foreground and background colors that are currently selected. Okay, now I'm going to control click on that channel and you'll see that I get a selection that becomes active. Switch back over to the Layers palette and click on the new layer you created to make it active. Press Control or Command Backspace to fill that selection with white. Press Control Command D to deselect. And now if I show the background layer, say I have a white cloud texture on top of my blue sky gradient. Still needs a couple of effects here. It's looking a little bit flat, so we're going to add some 3D qualities to it. Do this by duplicating the layer, selecting the top version of it, and choose Filter, Render, Lighting Effects. Most important part of this dialog box here is to be sure that you have Alpha 1 selected as your texture channel. That's the alpha channel that we just created. Click OK, and you'll see that we get a pretty harsh texture on our new cloud layer. What we need to do is get rid of the black on here, so I'm going to choose the layer blend mode of multiply, and that'll help out a little bit. But one thing that we can do to help even more is to choose Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Choose a setting somewhere between 6 and 7 pixels for this effect, seems to work for me. And click OK. It's looking pretty good, still a little bit too much black in there, so now I'm just going to reduce the opacity down, give it a little bit of a 3D puffy quality to the clouds. Once you found your desired effect, you can add some type to it. Notice I just have a layer set here. I just created a small white rectangle, and I created a type layer that's got a small drop shadow on it for fly-nap airlines, and then I created a small type layer below that. So that's it for this week. If you've got any questions, feel free to email me at extremephotoshop@yahoo.com, and that's it for this week. My name is Matt Kliskowski, and I approve this message.